Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. It makes me so happy. And this is a Foundation Friday. I like to quickly go through it, what it is in every video just because there's new people watching. Basically, I do a new foundation. I try to do it every single Friday. Sometimes, you know, life gets caught up and I'm busy. So sometimes it's every other Friday. But anyway, Fridays I review a foundation. Most of mine are high-end for some reason. I'm trying to incorporate drugstore. That's why today is drugstore. This is only my second drugstore ever, I believe. The foundation I'm reviewing today is the new-ish Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. As usual, I'm going to read a little bit about it really quickly. Okay, so there's 24 colors. Right now it's buy two get one free on Ulta's website. It's $12, which is really affordable, and it has 4 stars out of 694 reviews, which is very decent. It says it's cruelty free and vegan if people care about that. And there's only 0.8 fluid ounces in here, which is kind of sucky because that's less than the standard 1 ounce, but I mean it's close to 1 ounce, so it's not like you're being gypped a bunch, plus it's $12, so. Alright, so now just a little bit about it. Makeup Revolution's Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation offers lightweight yet buildable coverage in 24 skin true shades. This versatile foundation is designed to suit every skin type and tone with an oil-free yet creamy and comfortable formula that dries down to a long-lasting demi-matte finish. It won't settle into fine lines or clean to dry patches. Housed in a luxe glass bottle with jumbo doe foot applicator for great control and less waste, this foundation offers highly pigmented coverage that can be layered or diffused to suit your look. And it just says the benefits are vegan, cruelty-free, paraben-free, and oil-free, which is really freaking great. I love when things are paraben-free. Parabens are so awful and brands put them in things as a preservative, so I really prefer when they don't have them. Really quickly, obviously I already have it on my face. I always do the intro after I do the part of me putting it on. I'm going to just address a couple of the claims real quick in correlation with how I already feel about it. So where it says won't settle into fine lines or clean and dry patches, it is settling into my smile line quite bad already. And I zoom in on that later on so you guys will see. So that kind of upsets me. I do believe that it is housed in a luxe glass bottle. The packaging is very pretty. It is glass, a frosted glass actually. However, the doe foot, which I also just explain later, I don't really like, only because when you pull it out, it gets everywhere. It kind of like, it's too much of like a tug where when you come, it flings and then stuff like products gets everywhere. Obviously if you like are in a rush, you can probably control that a little bit better, but it says for great control and less waste. This would be way more wasteful because with the doe foot, you can't like actually scrape everything out, where it's like when it's a pump or something, you actually get all the products. So whatever. I just like voice crack, that's fine. That's all I have to say about that. It sounds really great. And my shade is F3. So I think there's like, oh, it says there's 24 shades. I bought mine in Ulta and I think there was only like 16 in Ulta, but there must be more online. So I got mine and there's like 2 shades lighter than mine, so I'm the 3rd shade up. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Obviously I will keep Taylor's channel linked down below as I always do. She is another YouTuber much more known than I am, but there was a while back where someone commented on my video saying that I was taking her idea. I'm not. We just have the same great idea, and I like to address this in her video as well, just because ever since that I don't want it to be a problem. So therefore I just tag her as well because I still want to call my foundation Friday, and I didn't get it from her, but since she had it first, I like to do that. Plus, I'm in love with her. I love her so much. She is so great. I follow her on everything. Her vlogs, her Fridays are so bomb. So definitely subscribe to her and watch her videos. It's a really good way to get 2 sides of a foundation because my skin is normal, completely normal. I don't get dry. I don't get oily. If anything, like if it's hot outside, I get a tiny bit oily in my T-zone, but like very rare, and she's very dry. So it's a good way to see 2 views on a foundation from different skin types. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and put this thing on my face. So let's go. I need to start actually telling you guys what time I start. So it is 11:51 right now, which is kind of later than I like to start this, but I've had a long morning and all that matters is we're here now. So I'm still gonna try to make this as long as possible. I do always want to mention that I do not wear a primer. I just use my, I use the Visionaire line from Lancome, and they have a moisturizer for the morning time, and that's what I always use. It's very thick and it feels like a primer almost, and I love the way it feels, and I don't feel like I need a primer afterwards. Also, can we take a moment to appreciate my skin? It's getting a lot better. The last 2 Foundation Fridays I did, my skin was looking so rough. I have these 2 guys here, but they're going down, so we're good. And then obviously my chin always looks awful, but that's fine. So I'm just going to dot this around my face. I've worn this, I think, like once or so, but I really don't remember what it was like. So this is kind of like a first impression to myself as well. I usually like to wear it a couple times before reviewing it. That way I can find like a way to like it, or know if I just genuinely hate it. I'm gonna start with that, and then I'm gonna use my beauty blender as usual to start blending it out. Okay, so I don't know if I just didn't put enough on, but it is not the slightest bit full coverage, and it claims to be a full coverage foundation. Like, it doesn't even claim like medium to full, it just says full coverage. So I'm gonna try and put more. I don't remember this being a problem. I'm gonna do swipes this time. Maybe that will help. Okay guys, I'm a little confused still just because it's not full coverage. The color is a little off for me. I probably could have gone a little bit more of like a warm undertone. This is a little too pink for me. Should have done neutral, but it's not full coverage. I'm confused. It's also not blended on my nose. I don't want to keep piling more on because I don't want it to end up looking cakey. I think I'm gonna do one more tiny layer like on my chin, the bottom half of my face, kind of, just because I feel like for being full coverage, it's not. It's just not full coverage. So let's see if it, oh my gosh, this is the 3rd layer. Granted, the 1st layer I did was like very small amount, but it's like I shouldn't have to use half the bottle to get full coverage, right? Okay, I'm gonna stop messing with it. I'm gonna get close as I usually do. So this is what it's looking like really close up. It is covering. It does look pretty. It doesn't look cakey necessarily at this point. I hate how my lips look when my foundation's like this. But I'm not in love. It's definitely matte. But it's tacky. Definitely, you can kind of hear it. You know, I'm just gonna do the rest of my makeup, and hopefully by the end of that, I will have a better answer or a review for you guys. So I'll be back in a second with my full face. Okay guys, so it is now 12:40. It took me about 40 minutes to like finish getting ready and everything. But now I have a little bit better of an idea of how I like this so far. So it's kind of annoying because my biggest trouble area used to be my chin, and now it's like in my smile line area, and it really does look so good all over my face. Like if you look at my forehead, my cheeks, like it really does look really good. But I've already had to tap out my smile lines like 5 times, and that's so frustrating. And it's like, I mean, it's gonna be so hard to tell, I feel like, but you can just see so much texture in the area right here, and that bothers me so much because my face is not actually like that. Like when I don't have makeup on, you don't see that. And there are foundations that don't emphasize that, and I prefer that obviously over something that would, because it makes me look older than I am, which is not what I'm going for. So I mean, otherwise it does look really good. It does look really pretty. Everything like went on top of it just fine, and it's not like breaking up or anything, but it's just that area, you know? So hopefully it doesn't get worse throughout the rest of the day. Obviously it's a drugstore foundation. It's, you know, very affordable, which is a huge selling point for this. But then again, it's like I'm so willing to pay more for something that's gonna work better. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I hope that in my next 2 check-ins, it will either start looking better or it'll just look really bad where I know that I won't like it. I'll see you guys hopefully in like 4 or 5 hours. We'll see. It is 2:51, so it has been on for like exactly 3 hours now. I kind of feel the same as I did before. My forehead still looks good, but right in my smile lines, it is looking really nasty. So you guys can definitely see that on camera. I can see it on the viewfinder. So it's really frustrating because other than that, oh, I guess I actually have a little bit of a creasing right above my top lip also, which like never happens. That's unfortunate. Where it is settling, it's not like cracking or anything, it's just settling, and I just don't like that. I mean, I don't think anybody does. So unfortunately, my mind is still set on the fact that I am like not too sure about this because I don't like that it's doing that, and I don't think it's going to change later on at all because it's just getting a little bit worse actually. So that kind of sucks, but obviously I will do one more check-in before I go to bed to wrap up my final thoughts, but it's not looking too hot so far. So I'll see you guys in another couple hours. 7:13. I'm an actual grandma. No, but I just have realized I've had it on for over 8 hours, which I feel like at that point that's like a good wear test. I usually wear my makeup for longer than that in like a normal day or like when I'm working, but just in general, usually if it lasts 8 hours, it'll last 10 or it'll last 12. It usually will be all done breaking up by then, at least on my face. That's personal experience talking. Okay, actually, I'm not mad. My oils definitely started coming through a little bit, especially like on my forehead, but like in a way that it looks like more like my skin rather than makeup. So like in a good way, it doesn't look oily. It just looks like more natural. My smile lines don't look any worse. Oh, I got hair on my lip. Don't look any worse than I did in the other check-in. So that's good that they pretty much when I put it on, this is what happened, and it just stayed. So it didn't really get worse, which is good. I might just need to like press a powder on really hard or do less of it right there. I don't really know how to fix that, to be quite honest, but I'm sure I could for the next time I wear it. But it really does look, for $12, it looks really good. I'm looking really shiny on camera, but it really doesn't look that bad in person. It just looks pretty healthy. So I would wear it again. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I really am. For 12 bucks, it's a good one. So that is my final thoughts on that, and that's all I have to say. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful night or day or morning or wherever the heck you are. I hope you have a good time, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. I just realized I never did a flash test. So you know what? We're gonna do one right now. It's gonna look a little different than when I first started, but still on. So here we go. Okay guys, it looks really good actually in flash. I look a little rough in these pictures just because I'm not in the picture taking mood, and I just had to do that, and I'm so upset that I forgot that. I'm trying to never forget things, and it's like every time I forget one thing, but every time it's something different. Okay, seriously? So yeah, anyway, now that's the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.